funds. It's
the way that they done it and their city meeting schedule agenda and all that. What? Ooh, she's good looking. Hey, baby.
With some different numbers and then
anyways,
on the bond, if that is the way it goes.
If they'd done it and followed along with the schedule that they had or the agenda they had posted, they would have been speaking before freaking 7 and all that shit. And it means I wouldn't have gotten there in time if I would have known been this.
We do that every year.
Wait a minute. I don't see anybody in there.
15 million like we did last year, but there will be money.
Doesn't mean anything, but anyways, you're wondering what I'm wearing.
And then council to consider
body armor,
all of the other projects that come forward, and what money is available.
Body armor.
What you want to fund.
This is the same shit that the cops wear. It's got the ceramic plate. It's from Safe Light.
When we're talking about
they take care of a lot of different police force stuff like that. They got a whole line. Got my well, it's kind of hard to see, thin blue line shirt on. I had my thin blue line thing. I was ready to wear as a cape tonight. Hey, silly wabbit. Be quiet. I'm talking to a silly wabbit.
I'm very grateful that we have.
Anyways, I had the pink furry handcuffs, which are torture-less cuffs. I was going to give old
so we have a motion on the table to
shithead delete laws one
specific number, but to table it to a further discussion. That's what we have right now.
All right, well, let's see what's going on. Well, if you look down the description and all that shit, you'll see a bunch of YouTube channels and shit like that I'm friends with. You know, they've been up on my channel, been on theirs, whatever, or channels I like and all that. Highly advise you to go subscribe to them, or else Nutty Nicky Nucker's going to come and beat your ass.
Then I will call for a vote to table the motion.
I need to go make a slow gin fizz here in a minute. Throw a link up.
Motion carries unanimously. Thank you, Hal.
So why I wasn't there right now is that we just had a conflict of interest and time management shit like that. Down at the bar and girl stupidity, so I couldn't make it there in time. Hi, Strawberry Tea. Hi, baby. What you doing? Anyways, we had couldn't get out on the road fast enough because it would have been about 7 o'clock before I got there. I didn't expect this city meeting thing to go this long. And I've been watching it off and on. I've been on Team Skeptic stream watching it and all that shit. But really didn't see anything. At least they raised some money for the janitor. It's going to go to Blue Bacon. Blue Bacon's going to give it to the janitor and I guess some other city workers, my understanding. Hey, what's up there, Isaac Sturgis? Can you go take a chili decaster real quick? Yeah, you can go do it. Make sure you wipe your Glen Cerio hole.
Expenditure under section 501073 of the Texas Local Government Code for the performance agreement between EDC and 40 TPS hotels.
So moved.
A motion for Mr. Chambers, a second?
Second.
Second for Mr. Robertson. If there's no further discussion, then I'll call for a vote.
Calls for a vote. I'll vote that you're gorgeous, baby.
City Manager's report. Mr. Daniels.
Item number 4. Come on, let's get to see if Chili Law is going to be talking.
Saturday, April 16th, the Forney Parks and Recreation.
Oh, they're going on item number IIDDIIIIIIIIX.
Will be located at Forney Community Park.
Yeah, I know it's number 9 or something like that. Whatever. Oh shit! All right, well, like I was saying earlier, the body armor I'm wearing, this shit, was in case I did get there and old Chili Laws got all pissed off at me and broke out that hand cannon. This ain't would have stopped it. But the main reason is, you know what? If these are torture cuffs, without that furry pink stuff on it, it's torture cuffs. You know, it's torturing you for so long. How come cops wear this shit for fucking 8 to 12 hours a day, if not longer? You know, this shit's 20 pounds almost right here, including the 2 ceramic plates. The vest is rated 3+8 or 3A+ or something like that. We'll go look at it later, but it's fucking heavy. Talk to Dutch Doyle, you know, on another stream. He's like, yeah, at the end of the day, I'm smelling pretty right. Basically what he was saying. Hey, Anthony, hold on. I'll put up a link here in a minute. Combat Wombat. If you look down in the description, you'll see that I got links to your channel.
Whether it's an important community event,
Hold on.
road closure, or anything else that's noteworthy.
Copy.
Residents can text this information by using
Content.
alert system.
Okay. Oh, shit. I'm tired.
A lot of cities use that, and it's
Live.
And finally, just wanted to give a
Buffering.
wrap up and update on where we are with the police chief search.
Click.
Last Thursday, and
Stream.
the Bowman Group brought us 5 great candidates, semifinalists for the police chief position.
There we go. Come on, chat's up.
Different panels that interviewed
Hey, Tony, you better bring the car up or I'll beat your ass, motherfucker. All right. There you go.
Were the directors of city departments. Third was
Dutch Doyle went live. Let's go raid his fucking channel.
ranging from the assistant chief down to sergeants. And the final group, which in many ways is the most important, was the community panel. And these individuals were mainly recommended by the council members. And I'd like to just publicly...
We'll go raid his channel.
And thank them.
We can do 2 live streams at the same time.
Andre Lyons, Jessica Browning, Kevin Bradbury,
Carla Marie's over there. Oops, did I just do a dislike? Yeah, I gotta fuck with them a little bit. All right. Continues Uncle Artie.
Hey, Uncle Artie.
Hey, hold on. We may be joining in on Duchess here in a second.
Yeah, I'm seeing that. Oh, hey man, next time warn a guy before you put his picture, his video up. He's got a scary face there.
I know. I'm sorry.
Oh.
I at least gave you a freaking link in my description for the show.
And
Hold on.
Artie just came over. My favorite uncle of them all, Artie. You cannot touch me in special places. Please
Look,
don't
I'm
touch me.
gonna go in there as well too.
Hey, where's his Kevlar?
Yep. Well, don't worry. I've got well, you've only got 9 fuckers over here. I've got let's see.
Are you on?
Yep, I got 16. I had it scheduled.
Oh, bro, I'm sorry. You don't mean able to step on you, man. I'm so sorry.
I'm giving you a hard time. I thought you was in bed. That's why I didn't text you.
I love you, man. I'm sorry.
I've been burning for almost 2 hours, man. 2 hours.
Do you get the smell yet? That fucking smell that comes from the fucking thing?
Whew.
Yeah.
I need some barbecue sauce because I'm smelling like a pig.
Wow. You smell like a pig. Anthony, Florida IG. Hello, everyone. Tonight's episode is Mobster is spelling. It should be
All right.
called Spurgalicious.
Okay, I missed all this. What the heck happened?
I put the button today on purpose.
Oh, we're still keeping an eye on the Forney City Council meeting. I thought they would have been chatting, doing the portion of it early. They haven't done it yet. If I would have known, I would have gone. But the way they have their agenda set up, it looks like it would have been within the first half hour. Get it out of the way and go on to city business.
Any idea if he showed up?
No, he didn't show up. He was too scared because he was going to get confronted.
Little bitch.
The same way. No, Arnie, I did not forget you. Hello.
Yeah, he did.
You forgot, you motherfucker.
He forgot.
100 D's next. We have 100 D's
Oh.
next year.
Hey, Dutch, by the way, we who else I got up here? I've got Anthony over here and Jackrabbit.
What's up?
Two.
You bastard.
He's double dipping on you. Double dipping.
He's got to be the channel sandwich, you know. I'm putting my creamy feeling up in his ass.
And Hikari's videotaping.
There's a lot of love going on here right now. Don't be upset.
I ain't upset.
Don't ask, just hold the camera.
Okay.
No, he was in his motel room live streaming when this meeting's still going on. So apparently he's too big of a pussy to show up.
Doesn't come that
Yeah.
Wombat.
Combat Wombat. My favorite transit rat.
Yeah.
Folks, we got 15 in the chat. We got 5 comments. Let's make that happen. Please share, like, subscribe.
Oh yeah, I bet you stole some of my people. Oh yeah, see, I have 10 now and all that. And if you look at the description of my channel, I even got every single one of you motherfuckers. I got a link to your channel saying promoting them. Go join them, subscribe. This is how you treat me. I see. That too.
You dirty dog.
I sit here promoting other people's channel. How dare you leave mine?
Hey, Frank, I got your email. Happy to have you here. I will return that email to you tomorrow morning. Thank you so much for your comments. You really stepped up some humdingers there. I really knocked them out of the park. I really appreciate the effort. That wasn't planned. That makes it so much better.
Y'all need to take that. Y'all need to take that act on the road.
Very good. You do. It was burgerlicious.
Burgerlicious.
It's my new word. I coined that word. I have 2 words into the English language. That's creativity and spurgalicious.
I like that word. I like that craftivity. Where did the craftivity come from?
I was describing Donald Trump one day and his craft, his trade work.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
I said the creativity is strong.
And 3, 2, 1.
Hello, Archangel.
Message sent.
Yes, I try to be. Mel Gibbons, hello, sir.
And there it is. Ding ding Dutchie.
That's not me either.
It's Anthony down. Dingahua. 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 It's a good one. But
Dingahua. Such a cool Dutchie.
We're not going to run out of steam. We're not going to run out of electricity on this panel. We're going to keep going and moving. There's plenty of material that was given to us tonight.
All right, he didn't show up. City meeting's over. Stupid fucker.
Oh, really?
Pussy.
Oh, he was a pussy.
Yeah, he was a fucking pussy.
Oh, then I didn't
He
waste.
didn't want to get confronted. He knew people were going to show up, and he didn't want to get fucking confronted like he did in Ironton. What a fucking baby.
I still got these. We can have some fun this weekend.
Oh, that's you, Artie.
Artie, you know that he knew that you was going to try to show up there, and he didn't want to confrontation, so he pussied out just like the little fucking pussy that he is.
Yep, agreed. He's a fucking giant pussy, little beta bitch.
All right,
No,
well,
what about
you? Off of his shit.
Thanks for the views. Maybe give me a thumbs up on the way out. When the door, don't let the door hit you in the ass on the way out.
Who?
Here's your hat. What's your hurry?
Yeah. Hello, Sarah Marie. How are you?
There we go.
You know, just like that guy that come up and confronted all these fucking idiots. You know, if I didn't have to work, I would have been there. I would have smacked him right in the fucking mouth. I would have went to jail. I don't care. You think them cops is going to do something to me for smacking these fucking retards in the mouth?
Oh, they would have dropped the charges on you.
Exactly.
Yeah, it ain't no secret. I've got a really fucked up back. I've got fucking rods in my back and all that shit. So, you know, and I'm wearing 20 pounds. I'm not supposed to be doing that shit. You know,
I mean, seriously, you got some fucking dick sucker coming from California ruining your town, and somebody smacks the fucking shit out of them. You think they're gonna fucking prosecute you for that? No, I don't think so.
No, Ironton, no, they would drop charges. Worst case, give you a community service or probation.
Yeah. I mean, I
still think
did probation or community service. I don't care.
I still think he's a big piece of shit for how he treated that fucking janitor, man.
Oh yeah. That was untold.
That shows you, that one video shows you right there how he treats the public. Like,
Yep.
no fucking lie. That video right there shows you how he treats the public. And if he treats just a man who's doing his job like that, he's a fucking asshole.
I'd
So that's coming from someone who works in the restaurant industry. So trust me, I've seen my share.
Yeah, I'd smack the living shit out of him.
Oh yeah.
I think he may have posted something. Hold on.
Jackrabbit, did you know that he's armed himself? I'm sure
Excuse
everyone
me?
that really. Yeah.
Yep.
He carries a weapon on him.
Oh yeah, I've seen it. He's
Yeah.
like a 45 or a 9 or
He
something
says
like
he
that.
also says he's carrying a
44.
shotgun around with him as well. We haven't.
Oh,
seen
I'd
that,
seen that.
but-
I did see the shotgun on the he had a
Really?
video. Yeah, he had a video where there was a sawed-off shotgun laying on the table.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh, he's going to premiere something here in 27 minutes.
Oh, fuck him.
His excuse for not going to Forney. That's what it was going to
Yeah.
be.
Yep.
Oh no,
Hey, sorry I didn't make it to Forney, but I got a lot on my mind. I only sleep 2-3 hours a day, guys, and I'm always busy. Fuck you.
no. What the problem is that he thought he could be able to grift in and scam the city council into getting rid of the torture cuffs because he got a couple black city councilmen on there, and maybe a couple other liberals. They'll be like, okay, yeah, let's give these a try.
And how did his race baiting go? Did that work well for him? Did that
No,
work
they
at
didn't.
all?
If you look at their faces, they're like, fuck you. What the
Yeah.
fuck's this white guy's doing?
Like, what the fuck are you talking about, dude? Are you kidding me?
Yep.
Yeah.
I would have loved to seen Artie take him fucking pink handcuffs up there on stage and say, "Hey,
look,
here's fucking torture cuffs, motherfucker."
No,
Look.
here's an alternative to torture cuffs, tortureless cuffs.
yeah, right.
That pink furry stuff here, it's faux fur, so environmentalists and animal rights activists know it's friendly. It's pink because it's stylish and it lets everybody know, look at me, I may have broken the law, but I'm styling and profiling in some nice tortureless cuffs. Oh, but wait a minute. If these are torturous, lift my shirt up. This thing here is about 20 pounds, body armor. What the cops wear, 8 to 10 hours a day. You want to tell me that ain't torture on the back and all that? My back's fucked up. I've had this thing on now, well, at least now talking to you, for 2 hours. Yeah, it don't feel good. Until I'm...
But I do actually. I'm sorry, Artie. I do actually believe that he did not show up because he knew he was going to get confronted,
No,
and that just shows how much of a big pussy that little motherfucker is.
Somebody would have had told him, I'm a nobody. I got like 466. I'm a nobody on fucking YouTube.
Oh, you're awesome, Artie.
Oh yeah, dude, you're fantastic. Fucking kidding me?
You're awesome.
I can't get
Well,
anybody
gentlemen,
to my channel.
gentlemen, he's still in Texas. We may not know how long he might be there. So Artie, you might get another shot. Who the fuck knows where he's going to show up in the next 24 to 48 hours?
But he did do a live stream today that said he was in Ohio.
One thing I will say is I can't go down to Houston all day and overnight and all that shit. But
yeah,
right,
I can go down there anytime I want or anywhere around here. He's in the Metroplex. I find out I'm there.
Yep.
It'd be like
trust me, Uncle Artie.
My hand up too.
Trust me, Uncle Artie. I'm on the other side watching his shit. So if I hear anything, you're definitely going to be one of the first people I text.
Oh hell yeah!
Yeah.
Because I want Artie there. If I can't fucking be there, but I can send Artie, I'm sending fucking Artie.
That goes with any fucking frauditor or something.
Yep.
If they're around the Metroplex, I mean, I'm in like one of the top 5 or 6 cities in the country, I mean, like one of the largest city populations or whatever. When you count Fort Worth and Dallas and everything around the Metroplex, that's like 8, 9, 10 million people. Easy.
He's a pussy.
But yeah. So I'm ready. I mean, the Glenn Cerio stuff. I'm over on my laptop. I've got some video. I still got to edit that shit. But this whole delete laws and fucking dipshit Dave shit just took priority and everything else in life.
Fuck Dave.
Oh, I know. Oh, I'm done with him.
Fuck
I'm like,
Dave.
Yeah, we gotta move on from that shit. It's time to fucking.
oh, I have. I'm letting
No.
everybody else take care of it.
Yeah,
Irish
bigger,
Chicken still
bigger,
on.
bigger and better fish to fry, ladies and gentlemen. That's
Oh, yeah,
all
I
gotta say.
already did. I'm just saying my past 3 days since I've been back, I've been filled with that and just life in general. So
Dave
I
is
need
a
a
nobody.
fucking beer.
Yeah,
Dave is a nobody.
I'm still trying to mess with BSBT, but he's fucking blocked me. So
Oh,
Oh,
Dave. Yeah, he
oh, if
fucking
you're
blocked.
watching
Me too.
Team Skeptics chat, I took it to him a little bit. Hold on. Actually, I copied down what he said.
he did. So today he went to some courthouse to file some stupid ass complaints, and while he was in that live stream, he said that destruction of property is his constitutional right. Yeah, he genuinely said that, and
Oh, shit, I missed it. Yeah,
and
his,
I feel like I lost brain
cells.
cells because of that, and I blame Josh. So, Josh, you killed several of my brain cells with that one statement.
No, you know, I really don't bash on people, but Schrodinger's cat, he was somebody I watched, and like I don't know, maybe a week ago he was like saying that he had a part in his death or some bullshit like that on a live stream. I said, man, fuck you, dude.
All right. And our shit. I want to see the next time Shelly goes on. Doug got some good video on her.
Oh, dude, Doug's video was amazing.
Yeah, I'm jealous of that fucker.
Dude, me too.
I didn't think Doug was capable of doing something like that.
Hey man, fucking she pinned the StreamYard's link, so he took the shot. You know?
Hoping again.
All I can do is give my respect and my extreme jealousy at the fact that he got there before anyone else.
Yeah.
All right, let's see videos. She did one yesterday. Her live stream for 12 days. No, that was yesterday or the day before. I was probably less than 2 days ago, almost, from when he fucked her up. I hope he goes live. The thing is, you don't know when.
Yeah, she shows up whenever she feels like it.
Well, I just fucking subscribe. As much as I didn't want to, I subscribed and hit the notification button.
Yeah, I'm subscribed to her too, just to fucking keep an eye on her. And plus, you know, I got into this community, and Doug, well, that was one of like the first people, other than a First Amendment auditor, that Doug like said I should go check out. Like, you want to? He's like, you want to see messed up? Go check out Shelly.
Oh yeah,
he was right.
Speaking of Shelly, hold on. I got Shelly right here.
Yes.
I don't know what teeth.
Do you know there are like bad people on the internet? Yes, Shelly, we know.
Yeah.
Yeah, like everybody else that I know down the description, all that shit. Go over to KFARR's fucking channel. Subscribe to that shit.
I did.
Especially Anthony and
I am.
Yeah. Look down in the description for the show. Go to them and subscribe. Unsubscribe to mine though, fuckers.
No, fuck you.
Fuck you.
Fuck you.
Hey, fuck both of you.
Hey, I ain't unsubscribing because I love Uncle Artie, man.
Hey, man, yeah, I ain't gonna unsubscribe. You're the fucking shit, Uncle Artie.
I know fucking shit.
You just made me put my war mullet on, fucker. I'm going to war with your ass. You keep it up, motherfucker.
Hey, don't forget to put your cocksock on.
Yeah,
I don't need one, buddy. They don't make one of my size.
Oh shit.
My penis is so goddamn small.
If anyone,
it's like fitting into the goddamn Grand Canyon.
If anyone wants a fun fact, when Chili was first coming up with the jock sock, it came in different flavors.
It did.
Did anyone know that?
Actually,
well, now
if you do. Look at that thing. There's like a fetish thing. It's called the sissy community. It's basically guys that like to be humiliated by women or other guys or whatever, and forced to dress up as like sissies, like these were like fruity outfits and all that stuff, and you know, they'll put these like things on their dick or whatever, and it looks something like that, you know, and it prevents him from getting a hard on. 10-to-1 odds. That's what he's fucking trying to sell.
Oh my god! I know exactly what you're talking about too. I know exactly what it's called. Fuck, what is it called?
This Hikari got you in one right now?
No, those are only on Wednesdays and Thursdays.
Oh, I only put mine on Sunday evenings.
Ooh.
I put mine on Tuesday.
I wave my penis at traffic on Tuesdays.
It's Tuesday. It's Tuesday.
I did my penis waving already. I'm good.
Actually, I'm just now realizing it. You ever see the cops doing this with their hand? I understand why, because after a while it gets heavy and it's just like something to hold on to with your arm. It's not. It seems natural. It's not a cocky thing. It just literally.
What you mean when they rest their arms on their belt? Yeah.
Yeah, normally I do it down here, but right here.
I for one never took that as a sign of aggression. It's just a resting position.
Oh, sorry.
Some of them are like, you don't put your hands on your hips. Like,
There's actually,
Uncle
Artie, there's actually a really good video. Maybe some of you guys have seen it, but there's a sheriff, a black sheriff comes into a tax office and a security guard pulls his gun on the sheriff and the sheriff's just resting his arm on his gun. And
he got his ass fired.
That video was nuts. I'm like, dude, he's like, they showed the video and you can see his arms are just like resting there. And it's like, dude, I see cops do that in a 7-Eleven.
I seen it.
Like, what the hell is the problem, guy? Like, you wanted to be a cop, but did not make it. That's what that was.
Talking about putting your hands right here. I mean, it's more comfortable. You got this damn thing on, you know.
Artie, you're showing me, not you. So.
Oh, hold on. Fuck you.
Fuck you.
Fuck you.
Oh, God, it's Dutch again. Jesus, warn a guy. Oh, man, it's going to be hard to sleep tonight. Oh. That's
right.
I love your Artie.
Only thing I see is a big R, baby.
Beautiful hair.
I gotta do something here.
Oh, Jesus Christ, he's scratching his fucking nuts.
Oh, there we go.
Real fucking nice car look.
Yeah, real nice car look.
Yeah, right. Real nice car look.
Damn, I'm ugly. All right, I ain't showing names.
Hmm.
You gotta get a hairball.
Oh, fucking A. Hold on. I want to do the fucking other thing these fuckers do.
Better put some water on that shit.
Yeah, put some water on that shit. Fuckers.
Just like this video, unsubscribe, and get the fuck out. Nah.
Yeah, go down to the links in the description and subscribe to them. I see how many
Fuck
people.
off.
Yeah, old Dutchy poo, man. That fucker's supposed to be in bed. That fucker's got 20. Yeah, see, everybody goes over there, but not my stream. But when you're not got a stream on, like Tony, you know, they come over here. What the fuck, motherfucker?
Yeah.
Am I jealous? Hell no, I'm not jealous. Why would I be jealous?
Oh yeah, they stopped restricting it.
Let's go rate his shit.
Oh,
Be like,
God.
get the fuck,
Hey,
get the
Archangel
fuck off
for
your
Truth.
line stream.
Hey, Archangel for
Oh,
Truth.
oh,
How you
hey,
doing there,
Archangel.
little buddy?
Hey,
Hey,
KFARR, how you doing,
what's
man?
up, buddy?
Let's go rate
Hey,
Dutch's
FARR.
stream.
That's what I wanted to meet with Archangel for Truth a little bit. Hey there, guy. How you doing? Did we
KFARR's
drop
got a
ourselves
nice
on our head
fucking
today?
beard.
Oh, yeah, here we
What
are.
is going on?
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm
You got a
messing
nice
with-
fucking beard.
I'm messing with
watching me,
Archangel for
watching
Truth.
you.
We've just done the inception of live streams.
I've got real people on my stream.
Oh,
I'm like
that's
you
why.
there, Dutchy
Hold on.
boy.
Yeah.
There we go. I was listening to the YouTube of this and this.
Oh, no
I'm like,
shit,
wow,
bro.
157 people talking.
I'm watching you,
I got-
watching me, watching you, watching
I
me,
got
watching
Doug
you.
over here on Dutches. I got Hikari over here watching it touches,
At least
and
I
me
got
here on
him
Artys.
and KFARR over here. I'm like your little bitch ass.
Oh,
You can keep them. You can keep all them people. I got real people over here. I got
Yeah,
real people.
he's here and he's over here.
Is Doug over there talking about having his dick in his hand still?
I wouldn't know about leaning into
I think
it,
he talks
guys.
about that
You
every
sure
day,
would.
so hard to.
He likes that.
pick.
Hey, Dutch.
Yeah.
Now I know what
I don't
you
judge.
do.
I'm not judging.
That on your vest is comfortable, and so is resting your hand on your holster.
Yeah.
All right, let's see what's going on.
KFARR, have you ever seen that video of the sheriff who got held up by the
Yeah.
security guard?
I was gonna do it until you talked about it.
No, still do it.
Oh,
'Cause I
did-
watched that video. Are you kidding me?
Did you not do that? I thought I seen you do that video.
No, I don't think.
haven't
I
done
don't.
it yet.
I've only ever seen that video like on the news. But dude,
Yeah.
still do that video because I'll still watch it.
was
I know
like-
everyone
it
will
was
still
like
watch
going
that
into
shit.
it. It was like wasn't it like a tax office or something?
Yeah.
Like a
Yeah.
black sheriff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
somebody,
Dude, like,
somebody
pulled
has
his
already
gun.
done it. Somebody
Yeah,
already
no,
done it.
I saw it on the news when it happened, and like there's actually the whole body cam is out there where like every cop shows up and they're confused as hell. They're like,
because they're like, who is it? Who is it? And it's just like, one of us.
yeah. He's like they're like, we're expecting a black male with a weapon in like civilian clothes, not a fully dressed sheriff.
No,
You know, like,
somebody has already done that video because I seen it today.
oh yeah.
It was one of the fuck, what was it? I saw it today. That's what reminded me of it. But it was like a one of the cop channels.
Yeah, I can't remember where. I think I saw it on. Hold on, I'm actually gonna look it up real quick because
Yeah, I forgot who
I'm not
I
gonna
was.
show it to anybody, but I'm totally gonna look it up because I kind of want to remember where I saw it.
I forget. Yeah, little fat little fucker pulled that gun on the cop.
Yeah, he pulled the gun on a cop, and then he pulled the gun on the cop, and he looked like a guy who like wanted to be a cop.
Like a PayPal
Yeah, tried to
party
be,
type
but
guy
probably
who
failed.
wanted
Totally.
so badly to be a cop, but then they're just like, nah, bro.
Yeah.
He failed.
So then he found out he could still be a security guard and carry a gun, so he was like, all right, I'll just do that.
Yeah, same thing. Oh, fucking A.
You know, all the cops came in and said, well, where's he at? And he looked at the officer and said, he pulled a gun at me.
I watched it on the channel called
Dude, are you
Blade,
fucking stupid?
and it was a whole 22-minute body cam footage that they had.
Yep. There it
Because
is.
like, should the officer have carried his gun in the building? Probably not. But like, he was on duty, so he could have.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Well, like, and the thing is, like, for one, it's not out of place. It's not like, I'd understand if it was a guy just walking in with an AR-15 or just holding a pistol in his hand, but we have a fully clothed
He's got
sheriff.
his whole uniform on.
You know, like that's like if he went into a mall and the security guard pulled a gun on him for being in the mall dressed in his uniform. That'd be insane.
But he said he was. He said he was.
On surveillance
Yeah,
camera,
this
security
guy.
guard Seth
No,
Eklund
pause it real
points
quick,
a gun
pause
at
it.
Sheriff Deputy Alan Gaston
that's
while
not
the
me.
deputy on duty was
so-
visiting the Toledo IRS office.
Nobody.
Do you know why it's so familiar to me?
You don't see a security
Why?
guard pulling in on a full
Because I
uniformed officer
lived in
pointing a gun.
Toledo
The
before I moved
incident
here.
happened
Oh,
on May
shit.
31st.
And I saw it when I was going
a
to
defensive
school.
tactics
Oh,
instructor
shit.
says he
Yeah.
had questions
look
about
at
an
him. He's in
IRS letter
full
and was there to
uniform.
get a phone number.
He said, you're going to have to take your gun and duty belt off. And I said, well, I can't do that. I said, do you have a gun locker where I can lock it in? I'd be willing to do that. And he said no. And I noticed that he was getting a little angry.
At that point, the sheriff deputy says he was asked to leave. In the meantime, an IRS employee threatened to call 911.
911, where's your emergency?
It's another.
Yeah, we
In
got
the
a
words of Chili,
taxpayer at the
the
IRS
laws
office
here.
at 433
Yeah, right.
North Summit that has a gun and he won't leave the premises.
They
Unclean
do not
Hands
tell
was
the 911
asking to
officer
take his hand
operator
off
he's a
of his
cop.
gun in a police
No.
report. The deputy said
They don't
only
say a
his
word. They
forearm
just say
was
there's a man
resting
here.
against
There's a
the
black
gun
man here
because
with
of
a
his
gun.
casual stance.
A
Feeling
black man.
uncomfortable, Gaston
Yeah.
says he tried to leave.
They
at
didn't
which
even
point
tell
the
him because when the
security guard
cops get there,
tries to
that's the
detain
report they
him.
got from
He came
911
around
was
that
just
corner
a
with the gun out.
black suspect with
You
a
better
weapon.
stop. You better stop. Swear to God, stop. And he
And he
Look
held
at
him
falls
at
that
into that
fucker.
position, which
held him at
is
gunpoint the
just
whole
right
time,
here.
even when he was waiting by the
Never forget
elevator.
that position.
And
And
he goes
as
the
I'm looking at him,
elevator.
I just
He wouldn't let
need
the
to get to
elevator
the door.
close.
Yeah, he wouldn't
First and
let him
foremost,
leave.
again, the civilians were very scared.
It was the first time the deputy of 34 years had ever had a gun pointed at him. The deputy
34
believed the security
freaking
guard's
years.
actions
Yeah,
were
right.
racially
This little punk.
motivated.
The fact that
No rookie cop.
he called
Bullshit.
911
I
and
just
never
shot him.
mentioned
Bullshit.
Gotta
he was a deputy
fucking shot
sheriff.
him.
And the fact that I feel that this security guard,
I don't know. I agree with the officer. It is a tax office. I wouldn't have wanted to pull out my weapon like that. Who knows? Even if he doesn't hit me, who knows what innocent he could have hit. I mean, look at that guy. Do you really trust him with the look at that security guard. Do you really trust him with a gun?
Yeah. No.
I wouldn't trust him with a boiled egg. Like, hell no, dude. I'm gonna walk away from this because I'm in an office full of innocent people, and I'm not gonna want them to get hurt. But yeah, this was this was such a bullshit fucking move on that security guard. It was like, dude, what were you thinking? And and if you watch the body cam, he tries to justify the whole thing, and he tries to go back to work, and the cops are like, no, you just held a gun on a cop. Like, we have to talk to you about this.
Well, it's just something you don't do.
There I am. All right. Well, here's something that they won't tell you. I worked for ICE for a year, 6 months of it at Farmers Branch, where they've got some of their people. Best I'd say is some of the lie detector people. But anyways, they share in the same building as the IRS. To get into that building, you've got to go through a security checkpoint. Right. And that includes, the metal detector. You got to take all that shit off. Cops, go on through.
Exactly.
That son of a bitch should have known it.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
Because what I'm wondering, did this building have that kind of security? And if they let him through, then what was the problem? And if they didn't, then it must have not been a problem in the first place. But since it seems like a county building, they would have that kind of security. They saw him, they let him through. This guy, I don't know what was his deal.
Maybe
I don't know if he was on
a black guy. Yeah, I'm throwing the race card down on that shit.
I'm thinking power trip. He was itching to pull that weapon on some. Probably been itching to do it.
Yeah, he's probably like that guy that shot Trayvon Martin and all that shit. Both of them were fucking dumbasses. That idiot was a fucking Barney Fife wannabe.
Yeah, and this guy right here acting basically the same way.
See, I'm not stupid. I think Trayvon actually got himself killed, but you had Barney Fife with the fucking, what we got here is a failure to communicate. Well, I'm going to, even though 911 says don't go back there, I'm going to.
Yeah.
So he should have been doing some jail time, in my opinion.
Absolutely. Well, the thing is that unfortunately, I lived in the state of Florida, and they can't convict their way out of a paper bag. Look at Casey Anthony.
Yeah, stand your ground law and all that stuff. Here in Texas, there would have been a good chance he would have gone to jail.
Dude, they had piles of evidence on her, and she still got away with it. Piles. And I was living in Orlando at the time that was happening, and I knew a lot of people who knew her. I did. Orlando's a big city, but there's only like 5 high schools.
Know her? Or did they know her?
No,
they
knew her. They knew her. They knew family. They knew brothers. They knew her personally. Like I knew several people who knew her. The big theory that was running around Orlando at the time was that she was sleeping with Jose Baez. Allegedly. I'm actually going to say that allegedly, but that was the rumor running around at the time because Jose Baez was an ambulance chaser at the time. This whole thing kind of made it a big deal, and the family was not rich, not even by a long shot. So either he was doing it because he was doing something with her, or he was doing it because he knew this was going to be the biggest case he's ever got. or both.
Yeah, Mel Gibson.
One of those two.
He did get fired. He should have been charged. I don't know if they charged him or not, but I want to play this again.
Yeah.
All right, where the fuck is it? There we go.
Sorry.
Oh, sheriff. There we go.
Yeah, I'm sure that went well for you, Archangel for Truth.
Wanting to put cuffs on me and detain me, which is
He wanted to cuff him.
so
Yeah.
far-fetched. I can't comprehend that he would think that. I felt like he didn't even see the uniform. Well, he saw it was colored.
I believe he's a black male.
See?
He's
Blackmail?
downstairs now.
We have video of
Blackmail,
literally
no.
Deputy
Hey,
Jackson putting
this
his
is a
hands up
sheriff's
like this.
deputy.
We don't need to guess. So
Yeah.
these comments and the 911 call.
If I was a cop, I would have been looking at suing too after I
a
retired.
deputy sheriff
Not
being in the
not
office,
even a
but
black,
man,
not even
a
like,
black
not even.
man
They
with a
could have
gun
said a black man
is-
dressed
if you
as
ask
a
the
sheriff.
question,
They
that
just said a
sounds
black
racist
man
to
with a
me.
gun.
The security guard followed
That's-
the deputy to
I
the
mean-
elevator. That's when Gaston pulled
You
out
can
his
tell by
phone
the way
and
he's
took a
walking. He's
photo of
walking like a
Eklund
real fucking
holding the
cop. He's
gun.
got a bulletproof
It's
Yeah.
amazing
Yeah, he
that
ain't
holds
fucking
this
shit.
weapon.
Yeah,
The
fucking.
blade reached out to the IRS and it declined to comment,
ain't
as
fucking
did
shit.
Eklund's lawyer and the sheriff's office. The security guard's former employer, Paragon Systems, did not return our calls. Sheriff Deputy Gaston is now on sick leave after filing a civil lawsuit against Eklund and his former employer.
The counts itself are assault and battery, intentional infliction of emotional distress, and false imprisonment.
Elvis fucking mom cut his hair with a fucking
Meanwhile,
bow.
Deputy Gaston
He's
is
suing
receiving
he's suing the
therapy
sheriff's
for the
department?
psychological damages
He
he
sued.
says
No,
the
he was
incident caused,
suing
but he hopes to
someone
return
else.
to
I'm
work
not.
at
I don't know
some
if he was
point.
suing the sheriff's department.
And false imprisonment.
Eklund
No.
and his former
Oh, his
employer.
former employer. All right.
It's-
Yeah.
Oh, well, they fired
intentional
the
infliction of
security
emotional
guards. So,
distress and
Yeah.
so
Oh, yeah,
he's
yeah,
suing.
his
He's suing
ass.
the security guard, the former employee.
Yep.
false imprisonment. Those are the claims.
Meanwhile, Deputy Gaston is receiving therapy for the psychological damages he says the
Oh,
incident
God,
caused,
that's
but he
dramatic.
hopes to return to work at
Yeah,
some
well,
point, thankful to
They have
still
to
be
add
alive.
something to make the news
Sometimes I
story
don't know.
interesting. Like it isn't interesting enough.
But I do find myself going back to what if a lot.
In Toledo, Roxanne Elias, The Blade.
The thing is like he did have that gun pointed towards his back for a moment. That
Yeah,
would
I've
freak-
had a
that
gun
would freak
pointed
me
at
out.
me. I mean, it doesn't look like anything, but I don't know if you can see the scars. I've been shot in the finger before taking the gun away from an idiot.
Yeah,
It don't feel good. Trust me, it
Oh,
does not feel
I'm
good.
sure. I'm absolutely sure.
And a
But
finger,
that
I've got
feeling
heartbeat
of
in
having that
here,
gun,
still.
but that feeling like having that gun at your back, I'm sure that would freak
Yeah,
me out.
having
I'm,
the gun
I'm just a
pointed
normal
at you is like,
person.
okay, I could be dead in like less than a second.
It could end for me right here, right now, in this building.
Yeah, go talk to Dutch about getting shot. He got shot twice.
Yes, we've had this discussion
Once in the ass.
By his partner. I'm only saying it just to fuck with Dutch because he laughs about it.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's funny on the hindsight looking at it now, but laughing about somebody getting shot, by a cop or what. I mean, a cop getting shot, that ain't right. No, but when you're joking around with your friends and all that stuff and they joke about it, it kind of makes it okay,
Dark humor is kind of my thing.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
you
same
can
here.
tease me about this all you want, I mean, I'll admit that shit put me into shock almost. I mean, I was fucking. I mean, the pain went all the way up my arm to my shoulder. I mean, you don't think something like that right there? Holy shit!
So,
dude.
I would like to actually tell a pretty serious story. So I did lose one friend to gun violence. Okay, I lost a friend, and it's because two of my other friends were fucking around with a gun with a broken safety. It was a 45 caliber handgun. It went off. It went through my friend's neck, and my friend was gone. It did not scare me away from guns, but it taught me that they were, well, I always knew they were never anything to fucking play with, but it definitely drove the fucking point home for me for the rest of my life. They weren't toys, but
No.
I mean, I'll still have, as soon as I can have the money and the space, I will have mine again.
Right.
When I had my gun, I kept mine in a lockbox with like clip at the ready, but in a lockbox.
I don't have anything in it, but I've got a few. I'm not a gun nut. I don't have a lot of guns, but I've got one always handy. I mean, hell, if you listen to my stream, think last night or the other night, I was talking about, how I almost had to shoot this fucking rot pit bull mix, because it come up aggressive and all that. At least we thought it was. And 2 girls were there and a mom, and I'm pulling like, yo, get back, I got a gun. But luckily, the dog was just like a little over 6 months old. It was a puppy, it was just, I'm here having fun. Man, I would have been crying if I had shot that dog, literally. I'm not afraid to admit, that, hey, shooting a human or whatever, they know better. It's just whatever it is that brought you to that point. You had to shoot somebody. It doesn't make it right or any means, but a dog's more of an instinct thing. It's acting on, it can't reason like humans.
Thousands of years of evolutionary biology.
Yep. Because that and it's just, I love dog. Well, no shit.
I've never had an instance where I had to point my weapon at someone, but I did have an instance when I was living in Jacksonville, Florida, where I did have to pull it out and go look around my house, the place I was renting at the time, because I heard a big noise, a way bigger noise than any animal could make.
Oh, somebody's premiering a video.
Oh, who is it?
Delete Law.
Is it?
Be shocking.
Oh, he's live.
Oh, hell no.
Because you remember when I first got to town and I talked to those high school girls and they talked about the cop in the bathroom patting down high school girls. And I had
subtitles too much.
I'd never heard of cops patting down girls in high school to check them.
You got evidence of that, Chili?
And so I began to really
Dude, it's such a fucking re.
Hey, tell me, you know anything about
You got evidence of that? You got evidence of that, Chili, and not just these high school girls' words? I just like
several girls
because they call me a skeptic, but I need evidence
today
before we start.
I wonder how many of these high school
crimes.
Who wishes to remain.
I wonder how many of these high school girls that he stuck his little.
What you're about to hear right now is her altered voice.
I wonder why he's so worried about his phone.
Jonathan Spuljarek.
California.
Allegedly. And she lists 3 other girls that he also did it with.
He's got child porn
and
on
then
his
she also
fucking
implicates another man named Adam Koch.
He's got something and it ain't informants.
Who's now a long haul trucker, and we're going to get into his story too.
Or he just has something super embarrassing, like him in a dress.
Listen to this audio, and
that would be funny.
Beg the high school
Or maybe
superintendent.
him
I don't know if you were involved
hanging
in
on
that
the side of
slander
fucking
against me,
nutsacks.
but now it's time for you to do your job.
Him
It's
just
the cops out of your
spooning
school.
with a big
Listen
old
to
hairy
how the
biker.
cops were set up
Yeah.
to groom this woman, and then ultimately, and
That dude's a fraud.
Fuck you. He doesn't seem as Jesus fuck.
Because I knew Jonathan.
What the fuck?
So can I ask you a question?
What the fuck is he
Can I ask you a
playing?
question? Did you know him? You were 19 at the
I don't
time?
know.
Did you know him when you were in high school? Yes. And I'm going to ask you some hard questions here. I need you to be truthful with me, okay?
No, I don't want to.
If you had any kind
What
of
the
relationship
fuck, man?
with
Okay,
when you were in
just
high school?
take notice of his interview, whoever he's
Yeah.
talking to. He's going to lead the conversation. He does not let the other person talk.
You met him in middle school. And so what kind of relationship did you have with him when you were in junior high and high school?
That dude's not for real.
At first it sounded just like talking on the phone and texting.
No, Mel Gibbons, I'm not tuned to that. I only caught half of
started
Team
off
Skeptics
just
thing
texting.
tonight.
Why are you
I'm
texting
curious,
a junior
why-
high school girl?
Why?
When girls add me on Facebook or try to follow my Instagram and I look at their picture
Why can't these people
and they send me a text
download
message,
it to
I
their
simply don't
computer
reply. It's not
and
appropriate.
then play it?
No matter what I say to that
Or does it
girl
sound
about
like dog
history
shit?
or the law or the Constitution, if a girl
How much
texts
money
me,
has
she
he
looks
made
like
so
she's in
far
high school,
tonight?
junior high school,
I haven't noticed.
Reply. Especially if I can see her face. Especially if I know her because I'm the
Me
cop
neither.
in the junior high school.
No
Start
super
texting
chats
girls
yet.
Who are in junior high school.
I know that first day he was in Ohio, he made $35,000.
How old were you in junior? So you started texting back and forth in junior high school, and then when did it turn into something more? I was in junior high school.
I'm sorry, just the way he's moving and all that shit right now, he just looks like he's on some like cocaine.
Yeah, he's on some kind of upper. I've been saying that for a while.
I was a junior in high school.
Look at his eyes.
Would you say what would you guys say? Would you guys say cocaine?
I didn't know at the time
I would say yeah.
that he had a wife.
What about you, KFARR? Would you think he's high on something?
What happened?
I think him and Josh have something in common.
Yeah, okay.
Whether
Gotcha.
it's the meth or the Adderall.
That's something.
That ain't me.
He talks like someone who's on an upper. Like that's how he speaks.
Yeah, that's just how he lives his life.
Yeah, and he always says he only sleeps like 2 to 3 hours a day, and he only eats once a day. Yeah, that sounds like someone who does a lot of cocaine.
Cocaine.
I only sleep for a couple hours a day and eat one meal.
And I'm gonna be brutally honest because I know because of experience. So,
can you tell me what happened when you were a junior in high school? And I know this is hard to talk about.
If you look at his pupils, they don't change. He's on cocaine.
He's on something. His eyes are very small.
I sat down at Boomers and got a drink one night.
Boomers and got a drink one night.
Yeah. And when you hung out that night, what happened?
They don't change a bit.
I slept in them the night that I hung out with him. I slept in them the night that I hung out with him. When you were 17 or 16 years old? Yeah. And then
where's the evidence?
Did you know that there
So
was
for all we know, this is a man on the other end.
Yeah, we don't even know who this
he
person is.
was like super flirty.
You know what? For a guy who's always carrying a camera, he's not filming it, is he?
And I wouldn't put it past these dudes who are just raking in money for doing this shit.
Well, you ended up
to make something up
when
like
you were
that.
a junior.
Oh yeah.
And then
You know, his people are just eating this and being like, "Oh my god, shouldn't take my money."
I wouldn't be surprised if Chili went and found some people on the low of the low that he could pay $500 to just come up with some shit. Because
Oh yeah, you can pay people on Fiverr.com. You can pay people to do whatever, just about.
Yep.
My logos that you see, I paid somebody $50 to do it, plus some extra work.
Starting a relationship with him?
Yeah, it's.
I did at the time, yeah.
And
And then
it's
what
so
other girl
small.
did he date?
He's just playing. He's just playing interviews. He's not showing any actual evidence. Like that's not how an interview goes. Usually they do an interview and then they show you all the evidence they found.
And you know how
So basically, his evidence is just
They
him
can't do
saying,
shit.
"Well, yep, this happened."
Yeah, basically.
Like, if that counts as evidence, I could have a million things on Chili. If
Yeah.
we were allowed to just make it up.
how old is what's his first name again?
Like it's just on these people's words. Do they have hardcore evidence showing that this happened?
And so
And
he's
if
having a
that's the case,
relationship.
why hasn't he shown that
He's
evidence?
having a relationship
Yeah,
with,
the other thing too is that got me thinking.
with her as well.
He goes on about how all these people have been wronged and they're forced into drug rehab.
So now you know about that.
We don't know the backstory. We only get one side of it. His.
Okay.
Yeah, that was
So-
another weird thing when he went on the
I'm
rant
not
about
playing you
rehab.
guys all of the audio. This was a long conversation.
So I don't show both sides of the story.
He was
all the time.
involved the
But
way
the times I don't
that
show both
he
sides of the
finds
story,
out
it's like, well, here are
that
the court records that show
Well, Jarek
exactly what
is
happened.
involved.
Yeah.
This guy can't even be bothered to do that. He doesn't even know how to get. If you go to City Hall, you can get who owns like any building in the city.
Yep.
And he's over here begging on YouTube, like, "Oh, I need help finding out who owns these businesses, blah blah blah." And it's like, bro, fucking do the legwork and fucking figure it out.
Yeah.
Well,
Just want to punch him in the face.
when you're doing cocaine, do your eyes dilate or constrict?
They constrict. They constrict. Ecstasy makes your eyes dilate like crazy.
Yeah, I was gonna say because those look more constricted than normal.
Yeah, he's on an upper. He's like I said, either Coke or Adderall, because really those are the only two things I can think of that make you act like that and make.
Yeah, Vyvanse. I was on Vyvanse, which is the Adderall alternative. It's like one little like salt molecule or something like that's different. It doesn't make when you first start it, you're like, oh my god, yeah, woo! I got called into HR when I first started it about 10 years ago. And they're like, we may need you to take a drug test. And I'm going, oh, you're talking probably about the side effect. Pulled out my medicine. I'm like, here you go. This is what it is. That was all it needed to be said. And 2 days later, after I wasn't able to sleep and all that shit, it was a weekend. I crashed. And then following Monday, I was normal. I could think and all that. But hold on a second. I got something that I got off of it because I didn't like putting that shit in my body.
Look at his fucking eyes, man.
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
Always touching them fucking glasses. Fake.
I'm gonna hop off here. One of my friends from the old Navy wants to play some video games.
Oh man, well, I just appreciate you even coming in whatsoever. You're welcome anytime.
Hey, I try to stop by when I can stop by.
Yeah. I got a link in the description for your channel too, so
I appreciate it, bud. All right, I'll see you guys later.
Later, KFARR.
But yeah, methylfolate right here. Excuse me. It's like a B12 vitamin type thing. Not B12, but it's a B vitamin. Whatever. If you start taking that shit after about 2 or 3 days, I mean, your focus is a lot better. If you noticed me or even yesterday, and when I got home, I left that shit at home.
Yeah.
I had to take it, and you can see where I'm just like scatterbrained all over. Now I'm a little bit more onto it because I started taking it again today.
Yeah.
I mean, it is what it is. I'm not afraid to fucking admit it. I'm sure some dumbasses. Oh, look, we got more info.
Look.
Oh, look at him. We did this. Well,
dude, I'm on your side. I'm ADD as hell, and I don't.
I'm talking about whoever's going to do it.
Oh no,
While
I'm just
you're
saying.
at it, I actually, if you look for it, or I may have deleted it, I did a virtual blowjob. Hold on. There you go. I did another virtual blowjob.
Nice.
Oh,
God, yes.
That's what that word right here is for. Stupid.
Oh, beautiful. I love it.
Uncle Artie's a fictional character. I mean, hell, you see me fucking. Yeah, this hat needs to go.
No.
I mean, I look like one of those Orthodox Jewish guys. You know, they got they're real cool people. I mean, when you get into their circle of trust, they're real cool people to talk to.
Yes.
But I mean, they're the ones with the.
You mean a rabbi?
Yeah, like rabbis, all right,
Yeah.
Orthodox Jews and all
Orthodox
that stuff.
Jews, yeah.
The really adult ones.
I'm originally from Jersey City, New Jersey, and Jersey and New York have a very big Jewish population. So I had a lot of Jewish friends in high school and stuff.
I am like extremely pro-Israel, like
me
borderline
too.
Zionist.
Me too.
And
Dude,
I'm not.
when you told me one night you were gonna go fuck with some neo-Nazis, and I was like, God, I got so much respect for Artie.
That's why
I love Artie.
Rick Crude, dude, I fucking unsubscribed to Judge's channel for a while. I even told him in private chat, like, dude, I respect you, I like you and all that stuff, but I had to unsubscribe because you had Dick Crude. I call him Dick Crude, but Rick Crude up there. Kind of find out supposedly it's just a gimmick or whatever. Who the fuck does that shit?
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm gonna act like
right.
as if I fucking just gave a fucking blowjob on a microphone, partially off screen for a fucking gag to look stupid. I'm not gonna have some fucking neo-Nazi. I mean, well, hell, you can kind of see here. I got the fucking I got it reversed. I got my thin blue line shirt on. You see whose side I'm fucking on? I'm not stupid. We covered that last night about cops and all that shit.
You know what, Artie? I have a big line flag on my front porch, and I actually had somebody come over and take it down. I told him to fuck off.
Yeah, I got a black family that who gives a shit what color, but it just saying, you know, they've got the BLM thing up a little bit, and then the hippie family next door to them are like pro, you know, they got the, I mean, like some of the weird flag shit. Teach their own, but you know, the other half of my, well, more than half of my street, you know, white males, you know, that are over 40, America, motherfucker. You know, we got fucking guns and shit like that, but
he just put out someone's Snapchat.
yeah,
See?
he had something about it in the title.
Yeah, I seen that. I seen that today.
Yeah. But but for the most part, I mean,
T-Bug.
You can ask Dutch. You know, I literally was looking at getting my ass over to the Ukraine. Me and Dutch got a friend in common that actually is over there right now doing humanitarian aid. The guy.
Did you see that? He went off to go have water because his mouth is dry. So there's some things that
you keep water around. I mean, hell, I've been doing it and all that shit.
Oh yeah, I have a cup of water right in front of me. And
his lips are so fucking white because he sucked so many fucking beers at his wipe the fucking skin off his fucking lips.
He admits that he is a homosexual. I'm not going there.
He did.
Yeah, no, his life is his life. Whatever. I only give a fuck about what he's trying to shill out to the public.
I was gonna say, if he wasn't, I would do the insinuation bullshit. And
Look. All I'm going to say is that both of my children are LGBT. So his life is his life. He's an adult. But the bullshit he shows to other people, taking their money and doing trying to do the power of attorney thing is more important than whatever he does in bed with other people. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, it's like I covered last night. I don't give a shit what you do. You know what? Behind closed doors. What you and Hikari do, I don't care. If she fucking straps this big black Kong dong or whatever the fuck they call it, or a jackhammer and shoves it up your ass and you enjoy it, big deal. I don't give a fuck.
Why couldn't it be white? That's called a Monday night at the Anthony and Hikari household.
You know, I don't give a shit.
No,
I mean,
it doesn't matter.
Now that I don't have any real use for these, woohoo, after I get done being pissed off at the wife, she's pissed off at me for being pissed off at her.
Okay, guys, I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna go drop in the Dutch. I'm gonna go drop in the Dutchess shit for a little bit and then go make myself something to eat because Hikari's making a pizza and that bitch is making me fucking hungry. Hi, guys.
Tell Dutch I said he's a bitch.
Okay, I'll make sure of it.
All right.
All right, later, dude.
Bye.
Later. Thanks for talking to you, Jackrabbit. Later, everyone in chat.
Later. All right, let's see here. Who's still going on all this shit? Yeah, I'm thinking about killing it anyways. I just wanted to pretty much do a little stream, put everybody's shit out there saying, hey, look, I'm sitting there thinking last night if what happened, you know, that you didn't show up and I did or whatever. Why not, you know, fucking just throw people's links up there or whatever. Go like and subscribe to theirs. Unsubscribe here.
The thing is the reason I'm calling you is this information that I can't get because I'm a journalist. I record everything.
Journalist.
And I'm going to expose this. I will expose this.
Yeah, he's as much of a journalist as I am.
Jonathan's
me too.
And what
I don't know if it's Washington or Oregon State. The Supreme Court of that state had ruled just because you're on YouTube and you try to call yourself a journalist, you are not recognized one legally in that state.
Entire government.
No, he's just an extortionist. That's all.
Yeah. I wish the Texas legislature was in session. A couple things I wanted to do is see if they'll pass a couple laws. One, against doxing bullshit. I mean, like deliberately harmful. I mean, it's subjective, or you know, it's selective enforcement and shit like that. But make it a felony and shit like that in the state. And if you do shit like that, see, like how Kelly would want to dox Dutch, and Dutch was down here. He moved to Texas instead of Indiana. He's in Indiana, but
I'm in middle school.
And when did
she
you
do
tell
that?
you this?
Boom.
Today,
automatically she gets arrested for
I recorded
you know
the call.
doxing
All my
shit
calls
like
are
that.
recorded. I'm
You're
an
done.
investigative
Go to
journalist.
fucking jail.
All that.
And he was grooming her in middle school. He was an officer for
But
what department?
anyways,
Was it
I
Lawrence
mean
County
that and
Sheriff's
these
Department?
frauditors and all that
Lawrence
shit, they
County
pull
Sheriff's
this
Department.
shit,
I looked up
you
who
know,
the superintendent
try to
then
call
was,
themselves
superintendent of schools,
journalists or
and
whatever.
trying to
Well,
figure
by
out
the
who the principal
definition
was.
of the law, no,
I
you're
don't
not.
And she didn't report that whenever it
The only
happened.
thing these frauditors are going to
No,
do
she's
is
a junior high school kid.
change rules where you can't do what you're doing.
And I need you
Yeah,
to spell that name.
I honestly, me and Tella, Cline, I've got to get it out,
S-P-O-L-J-E-R-I-C.
but I made her a
First name
promise
Jonathan,
that the video, because I would have just
J-O-N-A-T-H-A-N.
plastered the videos up, just said here it is or
And
whatever.
that
But
is
I told her because she showed me
SPOLLJERIC.
around and everything she's done for everybody.
I
You
love
know, her
Tella.
channel's
How old
monetized
he
a little
is
bit. You know, I
and his
edited them down and I
date of
give them
birth.
to her, and then a week or two later, I'll put them up on my channel. But you know, she gets a little revenue out. I mean, not much, but you know, a little revenue. Hey, there you
and
go.
then
You know?
back with you said
But
that
we didn't get harassed by anybody.
slept with
You know,
Jonathan in high
we were
school.
able to recreate
When she was
both
in high
incidents
school.
where he got arrested. His
Groomed her
post
for 5
office.
years,
I
and
was
then
able
she
to act
slept with him.
stupid and do a fucking
When she was a
so-called
junior,
leg
we met
sweep
her and she was
in
in
front of his
7th grade.
mailbox.
7th, 8th,
Yeah.
I talked to a
9th,
lady there
10th,
off camera,
11th.
you know, that had
There are other girls.
knows some
And
good
you never
guys.
shared her face.
So at this time,
No, we
let me
didn't.
go ahead and get
Nobody
your
did.
address.
Even at the
Nobody.
police station.
Wait a minute, don't you want Jay's
Well, if you look at Glenn's video, there's a guy that was there that you know was conducting some
Okay,
type
I'm
of business
working on
with
that.
the
I
police
don't want
there.
to Snapchat
And Glenn
it.
puts
Yeah.
him on fucking
Sir, I'm
camera and all
working
that
on that.
shit. And when he
need to
started
go
his
to
whole
New York.
bullshit, you know, getting loud and rude, the guy had seen it and he was leaving. You know, I mean, that's not a very
I
big
need to get your address
lobby
right now. Would
or
you provide your
area.
address?
No, it's not.
Okay.
Yeah, there are two.
So,
Well, actually, there were
as this
3
is
people
just
there.
information,
2 were kind of a
okay?
couple, and then
You want to
there was
know
another
right
lady I was
now,
talking
if
to,
anybody needs to reach
another
out to
cop,
they
you know,
can
that had
do.
been walking in with the
Okay?
food and all that stuff. We're
Thank
waiting.
you
You know,
for
we're
calling
going to ask
FCI
him
and have a good day.
to speak to Officer Ball, but you know. That didn't work out, and the other 2 people, you know, were like, yeah, we got to make
It
a
didn't
call
go
or
good.
something like that. None of my
told the
business. I put
FBI.
my phone
We
away.
told
You
the
know, I
FBI.
waited till they were gone, and then we did our shit.
So
You
listen,
know,
I'm
Officer
going
Ball,
to
I felt sorry for
jump.
that
I
young
have actually
lady.
more work to
Yes.
do.
So freaking bad.
So,
I felt
you guys,
sorry for her.
This has to be stopped.
That's what when he
You
did
gotta
that
get the
shit.
cops out of your
I had no
schools.
plans of ever
You give
going
someone
out to
absolute power, and
what do you want to call it?
they
Going out to
abuse it.
Seattle. When he
There's
did
no other
that,
way to say it.
that was it.
I'm actually going to. I have some work I have
This
to do.
felt
guy
bad
got
for
was
was
gonna
doing
stay
this
and talk
whole
to you guys,
handcuff bullshit,
and
and he
I
tried to throw
will
the race
talk
card
to you
down a
guys
couple
soon.
weeks ago and for
God
him.
bless the victims.
No,
And I just hate
I'm
to tell you
going.
guys this.
Fuck you. I'm
The
going. If he
officials
comes
who are
back,
corrupt,
well, he didn't.
we don't stop.
Yeah,
And we
he's a
don't
pussy.
stop. I'm
Yep.
not going to stop.
I think he
I won't
knows
stop
who my channel was
until
and
this
all
is
that
over,
shit
and we don't
or
stop.
whatever. Because I mean,
Yeah.
part of the girl's stupidity. I mean, hello. I mean, the guy's obviously
Artie,
not stupid, but still.
Artie, I think he was afraid that you was going to show up. Truthfully, he was afraid.
But
he was afraid.
His grifting in Texas, it ain't getting any ground. Well, no shit. It's
No.
more of a pro-cop state. Ohio is a little bit more liberal, but these are like, you know, people that fucking work hard. They're blue-collar workers and shit like that. They want to be left alone, do their own goddamn thing. All the people that are his fans are the ones, you know, that have had some run-in with the law. Most have, or they've got a bad opinion of it because it's some other dumbass running drugs or whatever.
Yeah.
Gotten in trouble and no.
Don't break the motherfucking law and you won't have no problem with the cops.
Yep.
Just live your own life. Don't break the fucking law.
Yeah, I've been pulled over. I've gotten tickets before. I mean, shit like that.
So have I, but I've always been respectful.
Yeah, even the cop is fucking yelling at me. I've had to do 80-some miles an hour to catch up with you, man.
Yeah.
Okay, you know, I know I'm being recorded, and you know, I can see the body camera on. And this is like 6-7 years ago in Grapevine, Texas.
Give me a fucking ticket.
You know, I'm minding my own bit. I'm like, okay, I'm sorry. You know, I didn't mean for you to do that. I just wide lane open, just fucking floored it, and I just wasn't paying attention. You know, that's pretty much the truth. You know, I should have been. I wasn't paying attention. I fucked up. I probably could have gotten it tossed out a quarter, fought it a little bit, but hey, I fucked up. I broke the fucking law. The speed.
You're in the wrong.
I want to fucking take it, you know. Fuck it.
But you got these fucking idiots out there just like
Yep.
aren't answering questions. Fuck you.
Yeah, and this whole teaser thing. You are not required to do that. It might be department policy, but that's per the police department. There's plenty of videos they can pull up. Better stop, I'm going to tase you, or another one where they don't. They just bow, light the fucker up.
Yeah, fuck you. You know.
Yeah, I played the infamous one where the cop didn't even say it. This is back in the 90s and all that. This is big. Actually, I'll play it again because I love it. I'll get you, bitch. I mean, that's like one of my favorite bits of all time. Oh, he ended his stream. All right, hold on.
Fuck.
Fuckity fuck.
Fuck.
Damn, I'm ugly.
You're beautiful, Artie.
Oh, yeah? Well, I got a video just for you for saying that.
Well, fuck, Artie. Why'd you turn your camera off? Oh, I seen that. I see that fucking video, man.
That actually comes from Suction Cup, man. You got to go look it up.
I will.
I keep forgetting to put a link out for it, but oh my God, it is fucking funny. You can't stop me. I'm Suction Cup, man. Look at me go.
Yeah. I see that.
They only did 4 videos of it and all that, but I want to buy one of those fucking Suction Cup, man, things, put it on my car. All right, let me get. I'm going to jump off screen here shortly.
Okay.
Oh, hell, I just checked there. I thought somebody may have been backstage. I'd never really paid attention. If anybody was trying to get up here and you didn't, I'm sorry I wasn't paying attention.
Yeah, Artie was playing with my nutsack.
Yeah, and you had mine up your ass, baby.
I'm sorry, Artie. I'm just fucking with you.
Oh, dude, trust me, you can joke around with me like that all the time. I don't give a shit.
Okay. So,
people that get offended by shit like that or
pussies.
Yeah, you're cancel culture people that are, you can't say that you're making fun of gay people. No, I'm not.
Yeah. No,
I'm making fun of me and him are making fun of each other by hitting on each other. Has nothing to do with it. It's just like, woo, baby, ain't you looking good? Me doing it to a woman like, hi, baby, what you doing?
Yeah.
Like me and Carla and all that shit.
Yeah.
You're the one that's being sexist, not me by even assuming it. And nope, you can't have it both the way, bitches. Nope. If we're an open society and we're all accepting each other by our color of our skin and our sexuality and all that, I can joke around with him saying, we're butt fuckers all day long. The same as I can hit on a woman going, hey, baby, I could fuck you all night. Woo!
Yep, one way or the other.
Yeah, and if, you get offended by it, with me and him joking about it, and you're a hetero guy, but you're not a cancel culture.
Then get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, you're insecure about shit. Anyways, I love this. I don't know if you can see it.
Oh.
Did you see it?
No, it's not on the screen.
All right, hold on.
I heard the taser, though.
Yeah, this white cop did everything wrong and all that. The guy wasn't fighting. Oh, wait, here's how I can do it. All right, Control C.
I heard a fucking taser going. Zzz. Okay.
Yeah,
here it comes.
Barely even flinches.
Come on, dude, just like, fuck you, nigger. He's like, fuck you.
He just barely jerks. Okay, I gotta get down.
I'll get you, bitch.
He's going down that.
Turn around. Turn around.
See, that's the problem right there. Well, they're doing it and they'll charge somebody with resisting arrest.
Yeah.
There's a difference between doing that and all that shit. I mean, I think that's subjective about calling it resisting arrest. But
They probably didn't give him a chance.
Yeah, there's one where I played a video too last night of another guy. He got shocked and all that stuff. It was another black cop and 2 white cops that were trying to get the black man to roll over and all that shit. They kept shocking his ass. The guy a few days later died. I didn't check into it. It was in Tulsa. But, you know, they kept telling him to roll over. And you can see just where the stuff was just shocking the shit out of him, where he really couldn't move much. And all that pain. How the hell? Not everybody's going to be able to roll over and all that shit.
Yeah, you're fucking shocking the shit out of me. I'm not rolling over if I can't.
Yeah, I mean, it's some places they'll put it up for resisting arrest, but you got to look at it both sides. You heard me being pro cop, and I got the thin blue line shirt on, but here I am going on about cops. I'm not stupid. I'm not a bootlegger either.
Now I might lick Dutch's feet or toes that are stuck on them or something.
Right.
But then again, Dutch is a felcher. You know, he's a rim jobber. His tongue sure in hell cleans my asshole pretty good.
You know what? I'm not a bootlicker, but I do appreciate what the law enforcement does.
I do too.
For the communities.
Yeah, it's just like the military. People, you hold them in high regard, high respect for them, but you hold them to a higher standard as well.
Right.
They're human. They'll fuck up. It happens.
Everybody fucks up.
Yeah. But when it's like something really bad, that's when, you know, it's like, okay, this guy here, the white guy, I can guarantee it's like, oh, God, it's a big black man. You know, it's like he's out of control. I'm going to have to do whatever.
Either you fucking shoot him or tase him.
Yeah. A lot of it goes down to training. Me personally, I wouldn't have been afraid of the guy per se. I would have been apprehensive. And I'll say it. You guys, anybody wants to call it racist, you can. Society, we have been conditioned to, when we see a big black guy that, you know, might be.
Oh, he's a badass.
Whatever, you know, might be a little bit ruling. Like, you know, old Jethro, you know, woo, America, motherfucker. Yeah, motherfucker. We have just as much apprehension towards that black guy, or maybe more than what we do old Jethro, because we're conditioned to think they're violent, unruly. You know, it's just violence and crime is the only thing we think of. The first thing when we see that.
Yeah.
I mean, it goes a lot of it with the guy that does machismo, but just unfortunately, the black community has been painted as the poster children of welfare, crime, stupidity. I mean, whatever you can think of it, they've been the poster children of it when they're not.
Yeah, but you know, I'm a white person, and I have lots and lots of black people in my life that are my friends, and you know what? They wouldn't hurt a fly.
Nope.
But yet, you get some co-op out there say, "Hey, what are you doing out here at this time of day?" I'm just walking, and they fucking harass him.
Yep.
You know, I mean, come on, get over it.
Yeah, there's a
move the fuck on.
One of my college professors here in the Metroplex, he worked for Cisco and all that shit, and he still teaches Cisco stuff. And he'd be coming home, you know, from Richardson, Texas, going down to Irving, Texas, which is basically the northeast side of Dallas, down to the west-ish part of Dallas, northwest-ish sort of. You're getting in that fine line or whatever. Look up a map, you'll see what I'm talking about. And for 4 nights in a row, the same cop kept pulling him over, wasn't speeding, all that shit. He filed a complaint and all that shit, and he was about ready to sue, and they made him the cop had to give him a public apology.
Good.
And all that, because this guy had never done, nothing in this country. He never had harmed a fly in this country. Now, what he had to do to survive back where he came from and all that's different. But he's not black. He's Asian. But you would think that he's Hispanic. He's not Filipino either. But it doesn't matter, you know, whatever his race is.
Right.
There is racism. And just like I was pointing out, our first instinct is, what's going on? I mean, it's like, oh, are they into gangster? Are they a gangbanger? Are they a thug? Or are they a... The first thing is like, oh my God, it's just like when you see freaking, I pull up Kid Rock, from the 90s and all that. The first thing you're thinking is, oh God, is this guy a fucking redneck? He's going to beat your ass, motherfucker. I mean, like, he's dropping a hat, he's wearing a white beater t-shirt or whatever. Is he running drugs, meth? I mean, what is he doing? I mean, it just, that's what we've been conditioned to by society, pop culture, whatever you want to call it.
Or it's like, whoa, he doesn't look American. Let's pull him over.
Yep. I was going to say, and I've talked to people that have come over here, we're here maybe a couple months or whatever. They come from Pakistan, India, Nepal, Namibia, Nigeria.
Nigeria.
Yeah, I was about ready to call it something else. Yeah, I've used that word a few times in passing or whatever, but usually in the context of like what I'm saying here, Kenya, a couple other countries and all that. It's basically third world. These people just know English enough to get by and all that shit. And, they're being paid by, whether it's their government or through our government or whatever to get a job, trained to get a job. And some of it was like for Cisco routers and shit like that. My voice and everything you're watching right now can guarantee almost every single one of those things is going through a Cisco product. That tells you anything. Anyways, most of them would fail at it because it's so hard. It's the technology, and you're coming from a third world and you barely know computers. You know a cell phone, that's about it. But a lot of these guys, they're working their ass off and all that shit. And you talk to them, they're like, you know what? I see these guys, they're throwing racism down, BLM and all this stuff, and I haven't experienced any of it. I've gotten some weird looks and stuff like that. People are apprehensive, but, I can understand to a point, but,
yeah.
Well, what's going on? I come from a third world country where violence is a way of life for a lot of people, but I'm not like that. But I see the American TV, it's glorified on this violence and, women being put down and all this stuff. And you wonder why, that black people were looked down upon by certain people or cops or whatever. It doesn't make it right. And I'm admitting it.
No,
I'm
it does not make it
time.
right.
Yeah. The first thing to do is recognize your mistakes and all that. Where racism comes into it and all that shit, the first thing is somebody's looks. The second thing is the way they talk. And the third thing that backs it up into talk is how much intelligence or how clear are they? Those are the first three things that you look at anybody. It doesn't matter. The way they look, the way they talk, and how they're talking, like their intelligence or stuff. Yeah. And if you don't like any of that, that's when you're automatically going to be discriminating against them. It doesn't mean discrimination doesn't mean automatic racism. I could be that same way with Combat Wombat because, he's from Australia. But
I love him.
Yeah, but if you knew his part of his life story, you'd be like, wow. Like, dude.
Yeah. I served in the military in the United States Navy for 10 years.
Oh,
and
God,
you know
get
what?
out of here. I'm a Marine.
Yeah. What?
I said I'm a Marine.
Oh, are you? Oh, so we transported you from point A to point B. So, with that being said, my friend,
take us to and from. Yeah, you don't come at the Department of the Navy, bitch. You're our bastard child.
Oh, okay.
It's all good. It's all good.
No, but you know what? I've had more black friends than white friends when I was in the Navy.
I kind of mixed it up a little bit. I had Hispanic and black and all that. And being from a small Indiana town, shit like that, growing up, going into the military, and then moving to Indianapolis before that and, being around some of the kids and all that, you're going to have a little bit of look down on black people a little bit, or thinking less of them,
Yeah.
not like inward about them, but
Right.
it's going to be borderline racist and all that. You blow your knee out, and the black guys in the unit that are always giving you a hard time, and one of them that about beat your ass because you knocked on their door first thing in the morning, and it was your job to do it. A few months later and all that shit, they're the ones that are picking you up and carrying you back to the barracks and all that shit, and taking care of you. It's like, and I ask, like, why are you guys doing this? The only thing you ever do is just fucking rag on me. It's like, dude, we not only being jarred as we do that shit, it's just what we do to each other. I'm just like, oh. And I had, that was, I would say a rude awakening, but it was like, oh, wait a minute. Okay, well, yeah, wait a minute. It's just like, okay, stop looking at people that way. And, I to this day, I make it a point to, I try not to do that. I look at things in a different light. I try to do that. I am not perfect. I have my issues. I'm
not perfect.
Yeah, I'm not either. I'm just saying for me.
Nobody is.
And yeah, but it's just take a step back, look at how things are psychologically. How did I do this? Where the black community too is where they've been conditioned and all that stuff is when, oh my God, Becky, look at her butt. And that's a good example on all that shit. Well, they get used to that shit, and the first thing they do is when they see a white person look at them, whatever it is, like, oh God, they're being racist. Like, here we go again. And it's not, it's just like the same if, you walk by me and I look at you and all that stuff. You're not going to think anything of her like, oh, he's got a chip on his shoulder. First thing that one thing that they may assume is they may think, oh, great, they're being racist. They're thinking I've done something wrong. And they automatically get defensive. It's a vicious cycle. It keeps going on and on and on. Stop and say, oh, hey, how you doing? Say hi to them or whatever. That might break the monotony a little bit. It just, little by little drops may help. I mean, I go out of my way at times to, like, even when I'm pissed off, hey, how you doing or whatever. Go to Walmart, pull a cart open, for somebody else, or doesn't matter who they are, whatever color, male, female, age, don't matter. I have a problem when I see Muslims. I admit I do, because I've had military friends die and all that shit, and I've constantly been bombarded with it. I know it's wrong, but I don't mistreat them. I teach myself, what, the respect. They're just as anybody else. They're not strapping on a bomb. They're not trying to force their religion on me. They're not, they're not going to, make everybody eat halal and everything else, everything negative you can think that they're going to do. They're not that way. It's just like any other fucking race, even white people, rural white people. I think that I can't be that way. Don't be that way. Don't react. You may think the shit. Don't act upon it. Treat them with the same respect.
Nope.
Until somebody treats you like a piece of shit or disrespect, you treat them just the same, regardless. It doesn't matter what you think. Treat them the same, because you never know. You may end up having a lifelong friend you just met, or somebody may be able to get your ass out of trouble. You never know. Treat them with respect.
I treat people the way they treat me. If they want to be an asshole to me, then I'm an asshole to them. It's simple.
Yeah, it pretty much it comes down to, unfortunately, everybody is conditioned to, like I was going back to, the way they look, which, it'd be skin color or whatever, male, female, size, whatever. Our first
human
at it is, if you're of a different color, somebody does that, wham, throw down that fucking race car as fast as you can. It doesn't matter who it is. Nowadays, it is the white male that is on the receiving end of it to a point. It's not as bad as what it was back during the Obama era and shit.
Right.
It's kind of heating up just a little bit, but nowhere near as bad. I'm not stupid. I'm not saying I don't believe in the whole privilege shit. Where the privilege thing comes in at, that this is my opinion. You think I'm wrong, I'm wrong. What I'm using the hypothetical you, not you personally. And even if you think I'm wrong, fine. We can agree, disagree, or discuss it. But privilege, I've had to fight for every single fucking thing I've ever had in my life. My family
I have
was not
too.
rich, and at a couple points, we were just barely above poverty. And, as soon as I was able to work, I went to work. So I had money in my pocket. I could take care of myself. So I didn't have to have my parents or my parent worry about me. That's how I roll. And, what I learned, teaching everybody with respect, it doesn't matter who they are or whatever, just treat them with kindness and respect. It'll go a long way. I have manners, morals, or whatever. I keep my mouth shut. I don't cause a scene unless I have to. That's going to get you so far in life. I try to learn stuff and seem somewhat intelligent and carry on a conversation with people without being stupid, and it's going to be a long way. I can go out into the barrio, the ghetto, the projects, the trailer park, or whatever, and these people aren't going to be talking the same way I am, which it's okay and all that.
Yeah.
But if you think that you're going to be able to go into a Fortune 500 company and become like a data entry clerk or whatever, because you're going, let me ask you something, or hey, motherfucker, yo, man, what you doing, man? Hey, or ASA. I'm just giving an example of shit like that. The stereotypical, they're dumb and stupid and redneck, or insert whatever stereotype of racial word, that's negative about that, makes them seem stupid.
Yeah.
They're not going to get that far ahead. And then what's the first thing they think? It's going to be white privilege. No, it's not. There is a little bit of validity what they say, but overall, no. The vast majority, no. Why is white man always, or why is always whitey and all this stuff? What's coming up? Let's put it this way. Oh, God, how do I phrase it? It's kind of hard. Ben Carson's a good example. Rags to riches, or coming from the projects, that bad area and all that, to becoming a fucking brain surgeon. A brain surgeon from the ghetto and all that shit. You push yourself, you do that stuff. It ain't becoming an Uncle Tom and selling out to the white man and all that.
Right.
Okay, but if he's selling out to the white man and all that stuff, but I've got privilege, that, there's rules to the game that you have to play. It's basically be a decent, civilized human being that's got something to offer, skill-wise and all that. Like, I had a job interview today. I do computer support, system support, stuff like that. The role I'm going for is something that I was able to do 10 years ago, but I'm tired of doing contracts. I want to be an employee, whatever. This company's growing gangbusters, but it's the only opening. I can come in there, get it going the way I want it, and run with it. I told him that, straight up. This is a stepping stone for me. I'm coming in, do my job, get it to where it should be and all that. As soon as there's an opening, I want to move up.
Right.
They're like, okay, well, it's nice to know, but, we wouldn't think of it any other way. Some companies would be a little bit different about it. But like working in a warehouse and shit like that, they just want people to, box stuff up or put parts together or whatever it is, It's
And to
just,
fucking abuse you.
Yep, they can. They do, but they don't at Walmart. It's one of those. God, it's kind of hard to explain. I've talked to different people and all that stuff around the country, different stores and all that. Some is just like, absolutely, they expect you to work 4 or 5 hours overtime without pay even.
Exactly.
Other places like, okay, you know what? We have no overtime. So off you go.
Yeah, get your ass out here and go to your car and go home. But Walmart's just like, hey, here's your thing. You need to do this. And if you don't do that in this amount of time, hell, we're just fucking fire you.
Yeah. I mean, people are a dime a dozen there. I mean, it just
They are.
You're a resource. You're a number. I don't like that. I won't do that. I won't work for an employer again that does that. I don't care how much you pay me.
No, me neither.
Yeah, I'd rather make 23 an hour versus 30 an hour and being treated right. Trust me, that big $7 an hour thing, that's a huge pay difference. But you go home at the end of the day, are you ready to go back into work the next day? Like, yeah, okay, whatever. Or you like, oh man, do I have enough days and am I able to pull it off and call in sick today? Stuff like that. It's just like they shit on me, so why should I even be enthused about coming in? I mean, I could spend hours going over this shit. But long story short, act like a fucking civilized human being. Have some respect, common courtesy for people. Offer something for an employer. You're going to get further ahead. Bust your ass. Learn something new.
Well, you know what? You know what? The corporation thinks that everybody is below them and they can demand what they feel what you should do.
Well, they're getting hit back. They're getting hit in the ass with that shit now, and especially with the whole stimulus check and all that shit for the past 2 years.
Yeah, fuck that.
Yeah, and the whole COVID thing, they're like, you know what? I could hold off for more money or whatever. They figured out how to, go longer without it. Well, I want to get more money. Well, now all of a sudden you're starting to get more money, but the cost of everything's gone jacked up. Congratulations. Yep. You actually are probably losing more money. They demand $15 an hour and all that. Okay, that's fine. Well, guess what? You just put yourself in a higher tax bracket. Congratulations.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll go make a fucking Mac for $15 an hour. Fuck you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and I mean, but then again, there's jobs that I've seen where, God, we don't want to call it. People say whatever you want, but technical recruiters and all that stuff for companies, what they'll do is they've outsourced it to India to where they will have these people that are quote unquote recruiters. They'll go through resumes and LinkedIn and shit like this. And if you have just a single word versus a job match or whatever in the job description, bam, they will fucking nail you. I had to pull it up, but I'd have to scribble out my email address, name, and all that shit. But basically, it was $15 an hour, $10.99. If you do $10.99, you might as well take 40 to 45% of everything you're making out for taxes. It doesn't matter your tax bracket.
Right.
I mean, it doesn't matter what it is. Just count on it. So figuring that out, that's basically minimum wage or less to do that job. Fuck you.
Oh, what's this motherfucker doing back?
Who?
You. I'm just fucking with you, man.
Oh, you pulled a fast one on me. Like, what? Who? Where? Oh, man. Anyways, yeah, I'm about to jump off the line. I'm getting ahead. I got to take this body armor off. You heard that Velcro.
God damn, Marty, that makes you have some big titties.
I'm not on camera. Oh, man. If anything, it would flatten out my fat man tits. Listen to this. You'll be able to hear this. That's what a 20-pound bulletproof vest sounds like hitting the ground. Why do you got one already? You don't need to know. Because I can. Yeah. It's my right. Fuck you.
Yeah, fuck you.
What do you need a 30-round magazine for? Because I can, fucker. Actually, that brings me another thing that you ever hear a liberal say all that shit. Well, come you don't need 30 rounds and all that. What do you need that magazine that big for? Go look what Katie Couric was saying in 2020, 2022 and all that stuff and all that shit. People that voted for Trump need to be put in education camps. There's other people that are saying it, even politicians. Yeah, because I disagree with you. I voted some other way. I need to be put into a government facility and taught how to think, speak, and all that stuff. Isn't that like a violation of so many different constitutional rights?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what? You're coming at me like that. Yeah, that's why I need that 30-round magazine. Extra shit like that to keep my government from coming after me.
You know what? My sister-in-law came down to my house a couple years ago, and she had a 50-round magazine for a 9mm pistol. And I was like,
God.
"Oh, let me shoot it! Let me shoot it!" So
yeah, I mean, for
I'm
fun
like,
and all that shit, that's awesome, you know. But like those like mega extended mags for a fucking Glock and all that shit. I mean, that has no real practical. I mean, get into a real gunfight or a situation where you need to use a gun to defend yourself. Yeah, you may have those extra rounds, but yeah, it's not very tactical. It will get in your way.
I know it'll get in your way. And she said, "There's no way you will ever shoot every bullet out of this magazine." I said, hell, go buy me 50 rounds. And I'm sitting there, boom, 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 boom. My finger tapped out about 35. I was like, fuck yes.
That's the problem, is that people get trigger happy or whatever at the range and all that shit doing that. Pace yourself or you're going to get that blister on your finger or it's going to start to hurt and all that.
That fucked me up.
Yeah. I need to go to the gun range. Actually, I was going to go yesterday in case of I had to use it for whatever. Anyways. All right, I'm going to jump offline. I know I'm still ADDing it out, but I'm nowhere near as bad as yesterday. Which goes back to my whole point of, you know, there are alternatives to Adderall, Vyvanse, stuff like that. It's not as addicting as Vyvanse, which I highly recommend. But methylfolate, yeah, that's some good shit. You can get it from Walmart. Well, I don't know if you can get Walmart.com. I know you can. Amazon, you can. That's where I got mine. But yeah, that shit will definitely help you. It doesn't fucking. It takes away all that fucking cloudiness or whatever you get, like the mental fog and all that. It just helps you think better. You're not jacked up. You're not. I've never had any side effects. I mean, you might want to, research it yourselves, people, but for the most part, it does me good. You know, I have not been on Vyvanse 5 years now. I was on it for 4.5, and I got tired of taking it. It's like I'm taking basically a form of methamphetamine type of thing. It basically it is. But I'm just like I don't like putting this shit in my body. I found an alternative. I took a risk. It worked, you know.
Right.
Anyways.
All right, Artie.
Yeah,
Artie, I'm going to get out. I'm going to get out here, Artie.
Yep.
As always, it was nice being in your stream.
As an RN, I make between 40 to 50 an hour.
You have a good day.
All right, you too. Oh, hey, Kim, I didn't know that. I'm going to marry you, baby. Joking. Sorry, guys, I really didn't look at your messages and all that shit. I've just pretty much talked to his ass and all that. Keith Newton, I heard the Russians blew up the 3G tower so the Soviet phones wouldn't work. Yeah, they had to use the SIM cards and all that. That's how 3 of their fucking Russian generals got killed. Yep. Ben Carson came from poverty, exactly. Saw news that where a woman. All right, hold on. Saw in the news where they showed a Ukrainian woman talking about how the Russians shot him in the head in front of his wife. Yeah, a lot of atrocities and all that shit from them. That's typical of the Russians. Go back to look at World War I, World War II, shit like that, the Cossacks. It's just go look at the history of the Russians. And you'll see, but don't hold all the fucking Russian people responsible and all that shit. That's just like trying to hold all the Americans responsible for, Afghanistan and Iraq and all that, however you felt. Remember the, pink pussy power hat and all that shit, the bitch that constantly went down to Crawford, Texas when George W. Bush was down there. They were totally against the war, stuff like that. How a lot of us were against pulling out of what you get what I'm getting at. I'm very pro Ukraine too. The DD214 and clean CDLA. Yep. All right, I see that. 30 rounds. And how much I was saying an hour? It's not what I make, trust me. Fuck you, Steven. Get the hell out of here. Go fuck around in an alley. Go find a coat hanger in an alley. You know, you get that reference. Go get mugged. Yep. Russia tells lies to its troops to get them. Yeah, I've got a friend on Facebook. I can't contact her much right now because of the whole lockdown shit they've got over there. But, I mean, she was defending Putin like crazy, even though I could point to otherwise. And I'm like, what Nazis? What Nazis? Show me. Your side doesn't show that. The whole world, if the world knew that there were some, especially Israel, they would be shouting through the rooftops. Nazis? Oh, come on. Oh, Kim, baby. I want a Shinerbach, but they're all warm. Nothing wrong with warm beer. If it's Shinerbach, hey, it's good, warm or cold. Actually, drinking soda and beer cold and all that stuff, that's actually more, well, the soda stuff is actually more of an American thing. I didn't know you're there, dog detective. I'm about to jump off line. But let's look at this thing one more time. I love this. I'll get you, bitch.
Getting after you. I'll get you, bitch.
Love that.
Get on the ground. I'll get you, bitch. I'll get you, bitch. Get on the ground.
Get on the ground. Fuck you. That was a cop training problem there, but that was back in the late 90s, so. Oh, Combat Wombat, now you show up. Probably Dutch finally went to bed, and I'm about to get offline here anyways. He already came over to give you some love. Oh, yeah, now give me some love. Drink vodka soda with no ice in the winter. Yeah. All right, well, you guys have fun, all that shit. We actually, instead, as you can tell, Uncle Artie isn't always in your face and stupid and all that shit. We actually talked about some serious shit. Me and Archangel, surprised you didn't come up, dude. We had a nice long talk last night. Kim D, you can use the taser on me anytime, baby. See, that goes back to what I was saying earlier, how me and, what's his name, was just up here talking about, doing the bullshit or whatever. My example is I was just like going, hey, you can use the taser on me anytime, baby, which is me flirting, like a thing of kinky foreplay for sex or whatever. So there we go. That's not homosexual or homophobic shit. We're all equal here. So you can joke around with the same sex you want, all you want. Now you're going, ew, look at Delete Lawless. I bet you he'd love to shove it up my ass, or I want to shove it up his ass. That's starting to get into homophobia because you don't know that person and you're making assumptions and they may not, and that may be offensive and all that shit to that person. But anyways, oh no, from yelling at people. Yeah, mine's starting to come back together. And as you hear, if you're in here earlier with the methylfolate shit, you heard me last night going, oh, all over the place. I'm a lot better, far from back to normal, but still. Anyways, y'all have fun, all that shit. I'll be dreaming about you later there, Kim D and the taser. As I always say, don't get stupid.